Welcome to RelyLocal Frederick Business Radio Spotlight. For the next 30 minutes, you will hear fast-paced interviews, unique perspectives, and valuable insight from real people who believe that empowering local business is everybody's business. This show is about the backbone of America, small businesses right here in and around the communities where we live, work, and play. And now, your host, Caressa Flannery, brings you RelyLocal Frederick's Business Radio Spotlight.
Hello there, this is Caressa Flannery, your host today for the RelyLocal Business Spotlight. And I'm sure a lot of folks out there are wondering, what is RelyLocal? Well, a healthy community depends on a healthy economy, and both completely depend on the local businesses in Frederick. Simply put, more money spent with local businesses stays here, about 68%, where much less money spent with national chains stays in the area, only about 14%. And money that you spend online, well, that simply leaves us forever. To us at RelyLocal, supporting the local businesses doesn't stop with the economy. It's all about creating a stable and vibrant community. Frederick businesses create jobs, the tax revenue for schools, parks, and roads, while offering diversity in the marketplace with unique products and services that you can't find in the big box stores or chain restaurants. Not to mention, these local businesses are owned by the very people who sponsor our Little Leagues, they donate to local charities, and they volunteer for our community events. They give back to the community in countless ways. You rely on them, but can they rely on you? Every dollar that you spend with a Frederick business stimulates the local economy. You don't have to break your piggy bank to support a local business either. Refocusing just $20 of your current spending toward local businesses instead of online, national, or big box merchants can have a major impact in our community. And RelyLocal supports a lot of businesses in the Frederick community, but we also help in supporting local organizations that are doing great things as well. And today we have with us the president of the Middletown Area Chamber of Commerce, Autumn Hollis. So welcome to the show, Autumn.
Thank you so much, Caressa. Appreciate you having us here.
Yes, we are very excited. I'm very excited to talk to you today because there's a lot of really cool stuff getting ready to take place, but you all do some amazing things all year long, so we're going to get into that a little bit. But, the first thing we want to talk about is, when did the Middletown Chamber really get established, and how did it originally come together? Like, who were the people involved, and, did somebody just in a lunch meeting say, hey, I think we need to have an organization here in Middletown, Tell us a little bit about that.
Kind of a little bit like that. A resident of Middletown, Stephanie Sullivan, who at the time worked for a company called Avant-Garde, had reached out to some of her business contacts, and who not only either lived in Middletown, worked in Middletown, played in Middletown, whatever the case may be. She gathered us all together at the main cup and just kind of put our heads together in a steering committee style and said, hey, do we have a need here? And it kind of took off from there. After that point, we decided to make a commitment to get the word out there and do an inaugural mixer. And we held that at Musket Ridge in Myersville. And we just really wanted to see what the need was in the community. Were we going to have enough membership to support an organization of that size? So it was a success.
And that's exciting because, I'm sure that a lot of the local businesses in the Middletown area, which is, on the outskirts of Frederick, but it's still a part of the Frederick County area, but it's a small, growing, vibrant community. So I'm sure that a lot of the businesses that are there, felt like, hey, we can all work together, we can support one another, and we can get the word out beyond,
Absolutely. And that's the thing. We are not just Middletown businesses. Yeah. We're people who live in the area, thrive in the area, but maybe go over that mountain every day to go to work.
Exactly.
We don't want that mountain to seem like a scary thing to to drive over.
Exactly. Well, it shouldn't be. I mean, no. Middletown's beautiful, so I'm sure a lot of people love going into it. But so now, and when did it start? When did the organization start? What year was that?
That was 2008. So
okay.
that first initial mixer was, and mixer, what I mean is basically a business card exchange, just some networking, socializing, that sort of thing. And we got businesses from all over Washington County, Frederick County, and so it was great. We had over 40 people attend, so we thought, wow, we can do this.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
This is something to do.
So today, the growth has been pretty phenomenal, and I mean, what do you attribute that to? Was there specific things?
Absolutely, our members. They are warm people. Mm-hmm. They are not intimidating at all. It's a group that we over and over hear. I feel so welcome when I come into that group. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know really anybody, and I walked away feeling like I got to touch the hands of many of the members that were there.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because I get the same thing. RelyLocal has our networking socials, and I get the exact same things said as far as our events go as well.
Right.
Because I think people, it's great to be a part of a bigger chamber, where there's lots and lots of members, but when you go to the smaller scale type of events, you really do get to interact with so many more people and really feel like you're, that person's genuinely interested in your business and helping you and supporting you in your business. So I think you're absolutely right. I felt that way too when I have gone to some of the events, and I think a lot of people would express that, and that's great that everybody has that sort of feeling.
Absolutely. I mean, there are advantages to the larger chambers, like you said, but again, in the smaller chamber, you can feel like a big fish in a small pond, really, and it's just a welcoming group for sure.
Yeah, well, that's definitely true. Now, let's talk a little bit about the membership, the membership, I guess, as far as the benefits that what sorts of things does the Middletown Chamber of Commerce provide for its members? Overall year round, et cetera.
Sure. I think beyond the scale of being able to develop really good professional relationships and a network of referral business with the members, you get to become involved in the community. We do a lot to support the local schools, local organizations, and we're always seeking out new opportunities to support organizations in need. So it's a great way to get out and volunteer your time, volunteer through sponsorships, just really see what the heart of the community is. Our motto is, our community is our business. So we really like to get our our hands dirty, and
our motto is local business is our only business. So
perfect.
Very similar.
Hand in hand.
That's right.
Yeah, and so many of our members have educational seminars that they offer for free on their particular professional industry, and so there's a wealth of knowledge there. Again, education, community involvement, community support.
Yeah, there are lots of great things. I mean, obviously, you've got the interactions, with the mixers and the various things that happen throughout the year, and I think it's important to keep fun stuff and events happening too, where people can interact with one another and get to see one another here and there, so they can communicate and do business together. So that's really great. Okay, so as far as the chambers, most chambers, I believe, are nonprofit entities themselves, because you're doing so much, for other organizations and whatnot. So let's talk a little bit about, some of the nonprofits and organizations that this particular chamber promotes or helps or supports in the local area.
Sure. Like I said, we have helped and supported the school system. So the elementary school had very aging playground equipment. So we were able to donate to them last year, as well as to the high school. We've supported their initiative to revitalize the high school stadium in supporting with a big granite stone that we purchased for raising funds for them. People Helping People in Middletown is an organization that we've helped. We've helped directly support the town through their events, Christmas in the Valley, Heritage Days, all of these things that are bringing the community members together and supporting one another. We also support the CGF Francie Bellotti Wood Scholarship Fund.
Yeah, and Autumn, actually, that is a big one right there. So let's talk about that when we get back from a break. It's going so fast. We're getting ready to go to a break here. So we'll be back with Autumn in just a second. But from Gettysburg to Brunswick and Hagerstown to Mount Airy, may the source be with you. This is Caressa Flannery. We'll be right back.
Do you want to know the best kept secret in Frederick County? Are you looking for a place to take the whole family and still catch the game? Follow me to the Valley Grill at Hollow Creek Golf Course, located in Middletown, Maryland, overlooking a picturesque view of the fountain nestled among Hollow Creek's rolling landscape. The Valley Grill's menu and atmosphere has everything you are looking for in a sports grill, with 25 HD TVs and the best pizza in the county. They have games, entertainment, giveaways, and more. Valley Grill has something for everyone on the menu. And don't forget, you can get in a round of golf, too. Valley Grill, more than a sports grill. It's an experience.
Okay, this is Caressa Flannery again. Thanks for staying with us. We are here talking to Autumn Hollis, the president of Middletown Area Chamber of Commerce, located in Frederick County. But first, I just want to let everyone know that we have Facebook pages for you to go and like. So get out your smartphone right now. The radio station, the Source Radio Network, is on Facebook, as well as RelyLocal, Frederick, Maryland. And you can find Middletown Area Chamber of Commerce. You got to make sure that area is in there, because I believe there is another Middletown Chamber somewhere. So, Autumn, we were talking about some of the organizations that the Chamber supports, and you started to get into, one of the organizations. So I wanted to just, maybe follow the break in talking and discussing that. So why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about that organization.
Okay. This organization, the CGF Francie Bellotti Wood Scholarship Fund, is actually managed through the Community Foundation of Frederick. And we have supported that organization for the last 3 years through our golf tournament, which is our big event every year that we're so very proud of. Yes, coming up. We can't wait.
I know.
And so that's just been a wonderful organization. 2 scholarships go each year to Middletown students who the family of Francie Bellotti chooses, and they typically have a need, or not a need, I should say, but a want to go on to nonprofit work. Mm-hmm. So that's just a wonderful cause to support.
Yeah, that's a wonderful organization that was stemmed from a tragedy, and it's wonderful that the Chamber stepped in to be able to support that organization. So that's really great. Okay, so we want to kind of flip into some of the other events. You mentioned the golf tournament. We're going to get into that, obviously, but we want to talk about just some of the other events, because you mentioned a couple already. We've talked about the mixers, and then some of the and I forget what they call them, the lunches or whatever, that their business
lunch and learns.
Lunch and learns, there you go, that are business oriented. So let's talk a little bit about some of that.
Okay. Well, we do meet typically each month the first Wednesday from 5 to 7 p.m. at one of our members' locations. All of our members are very generous to host these, and so that's always a new place to go, a new business to see, and a great time to be had. So we certainly welcome anybody who's interested in checking out the Chamber to attend any of these mixers. Please feel free to get in touch with us. So they're open to
members as well as guests.
Yes, you're welcome to come 2 times, give it a feel before you have to make a decision on whether you'd like to join or not. And I think you will feel very welcome there. Now, I say most of the time we have our mixers the first Wednesday of each month. We do have a couple exceptions. And the first being the golf tournament, as we're going to get into a little bit later. That is in June, so we replace that with a mixer, so we don't meet that first Wednesday. And then this coming July, the first Wednesday falls on July 3rd, so we figured people will be traveling out of town.
Yeah, that's the day before the big Independence
big
Day,
event,
which is a pretty big day for myself as well.
So we didn't know, should we take a break like some organizations do that month, or what? And we reached out to the members, and they overwhelmingly said, no, we want to have a mixer. So we just switched it back to July 10th, and we're going to have Frederick Title Group is actually going to be the host for that, but we're going to do it at Hollow Creek in Middletown. We're going to be on the patio there, and we're kind of stealing or copying the theme of Duck Dynasty. We were going to have a happy hour. So we welcome guests to come check us out and just have a great end of your day.
Yeah, and of course, Valley Grill there on the patio in Middletown, and beautiful Middletown is a wonderful setting, because RelyLocal has actually had some networking socials there the past couple of years.
Yes, and they've been great.
Yeah, and they've been great. They're gracious hosts. So, and it's great that you have all these different types of events. I mean, a lot of those business-oriented things, unfortunately, I haven't been able to attend one myself, but, I think it's great that you offer those, because when people can get to them, they're learning new information, or possibly something that can support them in their own business. And it's great to be able to have those resources from, the membership. So that's wonderful that you do that. Okay, so now the biggest event of the year, I would think, is this golf tournament that the Chamber puts on. And it's wonderfully called Rally in the Valley, which I love that. It's such a catchy little name. So we want to just talk a little bit about, I guess, maybe how the event initiated and how it started, because I know it's a group of you gals that put your heads together and put on a fabulous event. RelyLocal's had the the honor of being able to be a part of it the past couple of years, and it's been, it's just a wonderful day, actually, and you meet so many great people as the golfers are coming through. Everybody's happy.
Yes,
it's so fun. Of course, last year we had a little weather issue.
Carissa was taken down.
Yeah, I was taken down. It was not pretty, but hopefully the weather will be wonderful. Yeah. Yes, but let's talk a little bit about Rally in the Valley, because it's an important tournament. It's an important fundraiser.
Absolutely.
For the organizations that you're supporting. So
it is our biggest event of the year, our obviously most successful event of the year. It has become that way. It started in very infant stages, so this has been a growing event, and I couldn't be more proud of it. Starting our first year, since we first had that first inaugural mixer in May of 2008, we really started to get our momentum in the summer months. And Stephanie and I said, let's do a golf tournament. Let's do it in September. And we learned our lesson that, you typically need a little bit more time than that. So we had about 16 golfers that day, which is just funny to look back on. But so many of those original people are still with us today in this growing event. We did have a lot of great large sponsors that year. Bechtel came out. SAIC, all of our whole sponsors from the local community. It was a fun day. But what the learning curve there was, I've got to get to work on this a lot earlier.
Yeah, take it from me, an event like that, it needs at least 9 months, I think, in planning. So,
and it honestly is my favorite commitment to make each year. So the following year, we switched gears. That first year we were at Hollow Creek, we went over to Maryland National. And we grew to 45 golfers.
Wow, that's a big jump.
Pouring down rain. Next year, back at Hollow Creek,
golfers love rain.
Yeah. Some came in, paid their check, and walked back out. I'm not playing in this. But then we went back. We grew the third year to 83 golfers, and then our fourth year was excellent. We oversold, so we had 152 golfers.
Wow!
So,
really?
Yeah. So we have.
That's crazy.
Had the momentum here. It's year 5. We're so proud of it, and we're booked. And we're open to sponsorships. We're open to door prizes to promote your business. We may have one team dangling out there, so you can email info@middletownacc.org to get more information to see if that spot's still available. And we also have one single player available. We have a threesome out there.
Cool. Well, we'll wrap it up with a little bit with the golf tournament. We're going to go to another break. But I do want to remind folks out there that you can send us email feedback, questions, or interview suggestions. All you have to do is send an email to rlf@wthu.org or call us at the station at 301-637-6736. This is Carissa Flannery. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Brent, and I'm the General Manager at Roddy Creek Detailing, and I want to personally invite you to our new automotive detailing facility located on Route 15, just north of Thurmont on Roddy Creek Road. Roddy Creek Detail Center was created to provide our customers and their vehicles with the ultimate car washing experience.
Image means personality, and businesses, like people, have personalities. The right advertising can make or break you in the marketplace. Wetchko Signs has what it takes to help you develop that winning image. Call them at 301-378-2216. That number again is 301-378-2216.
One morning.
All right, we are back. This is Carissa Flannery, the host of the RelyLocal Business Spotlight, and we are still chatting with Ms. Autumn Hollis. She is the president of the Middletown Area Chamber of Commerce, and I mean, what a big undertaking, for the prez. I mean, seriously, I can imagine there's just so much to do and, just keep track of and whatnot. And I know you have a great team of people, so we'll talk about them a little bit. But I want to just, continue on a little bit with the golf tournament since we talked about that before the break. just this is a big tournament. And I know I personally have talked to people who are like, oh, yeah, I'm definitely doing that one, because I'm like, what is it about this tournament, that people really love being in Middletown and being at, Hollow Creek and supporting their great organizations.
Well, we're so proud of the turnout and the support that we receive every year. Our sponsors are what make this event. They are truly amazing. They come out, they represent their business, they have fun with the players on their holes. Mm-hmm. We have lots of giveaways. We do a car on a hole-in-one. We have 2 different one cruise this year on a hole-in-one, another vacation voucher on another hole-in-one. The people who come out and play are wonderful. They just come out to have a really, really good time. It's a great group of community. People come together there. Oh, I haven't seen you in years. And we just make it a really fun day. It's a time to relax. It starts at noon on a Friday. So if you have to go into the office in the morning, you can, and then blow off some steam in the afternoon. And it's just a fun event. We do everything possibly that we can to get our sponsors involved and organize it in a way that people are just going to really have an enjoyable day. And it's so nice to hear people say that is the best tournament around. I'm coming back. Put me in for 2 teams next year. It's just an amazing feeling. We're really proud of it.
Yeah, and like I said, I've even heard that. So, I often have wondered, what are they doing here? But I see what you guys do, and there's so much that goes into that, and you really do get the community and the businesses, and their support is just, I don't know, it's a vibrant day. You know what I mean? There's just so much hustle and bustle going on and a lot of really fun stuff. And you have all the normal tournament things that, any golfer can expect to have, the putting contest and all that stuff. But, just, I don't know, it's just a really cool feeling to have people in the business community come together in support of a local organization or organizations, as in this case. Did you want to talk anything about some of the support that comes from this golf tournament, or?
As far as sponsors or giving to the community?
Giving to the community.
Giving to the community, we, like I had mentioned before, in the past, we've been supporting the CGF Francie Bellotti Wood Scholarship Fund, which we plan to donate to again this year. But we also know that there's a need in the Middletown community for other organizations, so we're going to support those as well. Right. And it's always about trying to make this event better, more enjoyable for the golfers, as well as trying to find more ways where we can raise money, because once you max out at your players, what do you do differently? What do you get? Sponsors come and go, and having to replace those or whatever can be a challenge, but so those numbers will always vary, so we have to get creative on how we can continue to have growth with the tournament as far as proceeds, so that we can give more back to the community. Yeah,
well, if you keep doing the great things that you're doing, you will continue to see growth, or at least at the max, where you can take the number of golfers and so forth. But so obviously you're getting generous support from the business communities. Any businesses out there we want to give a little kudos to right now?
Absolutely.
Share some of that info.
Ken's Auto Transmission is our platinum sponsor this year, so they have come back.
A member.
They are a member. They are, and this is the second year that they've put forth that sponsorship. So we are very, 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 very pleased and very lucky to have them. We also have Presidential Bank that's coming in. They're going to be kind of our putting contest 19th hole, we're going to call it, sponsor this year. They're always a fun group, and they are very generous. We also have the Hamrick Free team, who is a local brokerage.
Friends of mine.
Good. Yes. Mark Hamrick, and he's coming out to support a beverage cart this year. And then we have American Iron, which is a new, they're breaking out in business, coming June 1st as their big launch, and Glade Concrete, they're also doing a beverage cart sponsorship. So those are our large sponsors this year, but we have great representation in the community. I know Caressa RelyLocal's tent is a happy one to be on.
It's a happy tent, yes. So definitely, and I believe I'm on the 9th hole.
Yes.
Right? Okay,
again,
so I guess people have to come see me on the 9th hole. So.
Absolutely.
For the goodies. But so that's great. I mean, certainly there's lots of businesses that are involved with the tournament, and just with the chamber in general. And I'm sure that it's a great opportunity for you to reach out from a membership standpoint too. When you get these golfers that come and
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's great. I personally have met a ton of people, even just through your tournament. So
good. It's a fun group, that's for sure.
Yeah, and of course the after parties are always a good time too. And you mentioned something about some additional things that are happening.
We also have this year being our 5th year, we always host our August mixer as our anniversary mixer. So this year we're going to do it a little bit different. We've done barbecue in the past, casual, welcome your family members to come. And this year we're going to do a crab feed at the AmVets in Middletown. So,
Yum!
Yeah, I can't
I'll
wait.
be there.
So all you can eat crabs. It's
and
the
Maryland
1st
is for crabs, of course.
Of course. And of course, chicken as well, and on all the sides that you can have too. So if you want more information on that, you can visit our website at www.middletownacc.org and click on our events tab, and we'll have information. And that's where you can find all of our mixer information as well, and reach out to us if you have a question or want to know if you need to RSVP somewhere, so on and so forth. And then, as always, we have our holiday party in December, so that's always a really nice event, and we'll be doing that at home in Bradigan this year.
Oh, yes. Actually, that's a beautiful facility, so that should be a lovely turnout as well. Well, we're getting ready to kind of come to a close here, but we want to make sure that people, because I'm sure there's people that are looking to possibly talk to someone about membership, and there could be people who are like, this golf tournament's sounding really good. Maybe I want to be involved with that.
Yeah.
And I know you're kind of closed out with the golfers right now, but there's a possibility that one team could get in. So
absolutely.
Certainly we want to make sure that they have all the contact information. I know you just gave the website address. It's Middletown ACC, right? .org.
Right.
And then, let everyone know about some of the other ways that they can get in touch.
Sure, absolutely. Like I said, on the website, there is a contact us page where you can just enter your email address. It'll shoot the email to our chamber email address, which is info@middletownacc.org. That will come directly to me, and I can get you in touch, give you more information, or put you in touch with Emily Lepage, who is our membership director. She does a wonderful job for us.
She's doing a great job.
Yeah, the team that I have and that I work with on our board of directors is just wonderful. They work hard. They're dedicated to this chamber and making it better every day.
And it takes dedicated volunteers
to
run any kind of organization like that. So that's wonderful that you have a good team of people.
And I get to see them all later today for our board meeting.
Oh, wow. No, this is
we
a
do
fun
Fridays at the end of the day.
That's cool. And of course, did you just mention Facebook and Twitter and all that?
Yes, we do have a Facebook page. It's growing. We're actually feeding all of our member news and community news out through Facebook now, rather than we're moving away from a traditional newsletter email style. So you can find a lot of nice information, local information there, and we welcome our members to put any of their news on that page as well. Make sure that when you're searching for the chamber page, you type in Middletown Area Chamber of Commerce, and you'll see our black logo with white lettering.
Yes.
And then
got to make sure it's Middletown, Maryland.
Right.
That's really
There's
important.
a Middletown in every state.
Exactly. Well, Autumn, this has been great. I'm really glad that we got to chat and give some kudos to the Middletown Area Chamber of Commerce, because you, as well as your team, are doing a great job with the organization and all the events and wonderful things that you are providing. So if folks out there want to get more information about membership or the mixers that are the first Wednesday of the month, or the golf tournament, which is coming up this year on June 14th, right?
Yep.
Definitely get in touch with the Middletown Area Chamber of Commerce. Get that area in there. All right, Autumn, well, thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate it. And folks, that's it. We will talk to you next time. This is Caressa Flannery with the RelyLocal Business Spotlight. And stay tuned for our next program. Boppy Likas Car Clinic is sponsored by RelyLocal member Roddy Creek Automotive. Talk to you next time.
Thanks for tuning in to RelyLocal Frederick's Business Radio Spotlight right here on AM 1450, The Source. Heard Saturdays at 1:30 p.m., RelyLocal Frederick's Business Radio Spotlight is a movement, a campaign to take us back to what makes America great. Businesses locally owned and operated by you and your neighbors. Thanks for spending your valuable time today with us.